Hey guys, I am waiting for my computer to catch up, but I am doing something I never do. I'm making a teeny tiny wreath. So I have a custom request for a 12-inch wreath, like the whole thing can only be 12 inches. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a 10-inch frame, or they come in a 2-pack. So then I cut this down and doubled it up. So at least I have a lot of like surface space to work with. But yeah, I don't know why. I feel like a small wreath should like be a cakewalk, but instead it's like not stressing me out, but I feel like I gotta put in a little bit more thought and planning into it. So I got a lot of this stuff at Hobby Lobby because again, I'm like trying to think tiny. So yeah, I figured we'll do some layering. It's gonna be really hard. I have to show like a lot of restraint here, which is not my strong suit. So, all right. I'm gonna be using my glue pot, which I don't know if you can see or not, but she is ready to go. Hello. Okay, now my computer's up. Hold on. Oops. See, now I tried to do like the vertical thing and it didn't like it. It wouldn't let me. So that's why I had to start over. But hey, Amber, Leslie, Fiona, Sammy. Let's see. Marion. Hey guys. Happy Monday. So this is a wreath going on a doctor's office door. And she has one of those little mail slots. So it can't block the mail slot. So it has to be no more than 12 inches. Just this a little bit. I never use this above thing. So let me see if I can make this work. I feel like all I'm doing is making it worse. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it now. All right, so working with some tiny things that I got just off, you know, that aisle in Hobby Lobby where they have all like the pumpkin picks and things like that. So yes, this will be a wreath that is demure, as they say, as the kids are saying. I know, Sammy. I'm glad you were on here too. Were you on Julie's book club this morning? Or is there more than one Sammy in my wreath world? Hey, Cassie. Cassie, your picture is so cute with the Surebonder thing. I don't know if you saw my comment. Facebook is so weird that like nothing shows up. Everything shows up like days later, but your photo is so cute. And I wanted to see if I could send it to Surebonder. I wanted to ask Valerie too. Because I know they wanted to see like what we did with it, and I still have everyone's wreath pictures in my phone. I have to get going on that. Hey, Rita. Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't need your money, but that's fair enough. Oh, I know. My hair is, it's wild. Curly hair does whatever it wants. Let's see. Oh, you wrote me back. Okay. Yeah, I feel like everything just like falls into a hole on Facebook. But yes, that was an awesome picture. I need to put a little video together to thank Surebonder. It's all so small. So yeah, Sammy, I love starting the week off with those calls because I feel like you have to be like accountable. I can use the accountability piece. Plus, it's always motivating hearing Julie talk. So our Thanksgiving thing starts today, and I haven't done anything with it yet. I did see, real quick, I saw a couple. One someone said was their last fall one, but I'm like, I think it could also count for Thanksgiving. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know. The Surebond are so great. As is our very generous mystery member. All right, so I'm just going to give us like a measurement. I feel like this can go out of control real quick. Yeah, pep in your step for sure. All right, so we're right at the 12-inch. These really aren't malleable. They're pretty much off their stem. All right. It's so small, but I want to make it something special, so I wanted to try and do like a lot of texture. And then we have some, like I'd say, I don't know, are they coffee colored hydrangeas? So Bruno comes back this week. I don't know when though. So I might go live on Thursday. I'm not sure yet, actually. I'm supposed to do a final training with him. I haven't seen him, but they're gonna let me know when I can go and do the training, and I'm just not sure if it's gonna be Friday or Saturday. So I might change the day of the live. Yeah, do people have routines that kind of get you going on Mondays? Literally, like Julie is my routine. Otherwise, it's like you stay up too late if you don't have to be somewhere or be doing something in the morning. All right, so I'm gonna sneak some of this in. And I can make it like thicker on the inside, just not on the out. So I'm just gonna kind of alternate placing these on the interior and then more on the exterior. Did you? Amber, that's awesome. Good for you. I keep seeing something that says like, if you do anything for 30 days straight, like the amount of change that you'll see is amazing. Like I have a Peloton and I swore like, don't buy it unless you're gonna use it. And I really just, it just sits there and I need to be using it. I feel guilty not using it. I bet you felt so much better once it was done too. Sometimes I feel like putting on like the workout clothes, I don't like that there. Putting on your workout clothes are like the hardest part of it, and then you're like, okay, I'm dressed. I have to follow through at this point. With the Peloton, that seat is so uncomfortable. I know people say you get used to it, but I have not gotten used to it. So you have to wear like these really silly, they feel silly, bike shorts. I'm like, I feel like maybe I'd get on it if I could just like be in yoga pants, but it's just too uncomfortable. That's also, I think I'm making excuses for myself. All right, so I got these husk things at Michael's, and I'm disappointed because I didn't store them well. This might be something that can be steamed. I don't know, but I had high hopes for it and I just let it get smushed. So I'm just gonna pull off some of the smaller leaves here. Husks are very fall. Marion covered her bike with a blanket. That's the thing, ours is in like the spare bedroom and the door is shut, just because Lord only knows what the dogs would get into unsupervised. And I feel like if I did see it, it would make me more motivated. I have put it in my bedroom before and it did help, because you just walk by it and you're just like, ugh. My husband's like, just sell it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna use it someday. I did cancel like the membership because I was not, I mean, for like, I think it's like $45 a month to do their classes, and I wasn't doing any of them. Total waste right there. So I feel like it's also just a good opportunity to be like mindful. I like activities where you can't be on your phone, like hot yoga or like, I don't know, a sound bath. Like some of those things where like you absolutely, there's no choice. Like you cannot be on your phone. Yeah, so you have 2 gyms. I know, it's like, it's routines, I think. Caroline is a swimmer. Can I tell you that my parents, you know, they're next door, they have a pool, and I did not swim in it once this year. The only time I went swimming this entire year was for Girls Beach Day, and it was for like 2 seconds because the ocean is way too cold in September. But I was like, once I was out there, I'm like, I actually like this. Why don't I do this? Maybe you guys are gonna motivate me to exercise, because it has been on my mind. I feel like with fall and like back to school, it's still like instilled in me, like when I was a kid, that, you know, you get new school clothes and you get your hair cut and all that stuff, and it's like a fresh, kind of like a fresh start. And I feel like that for fall, even as an adult. Like go to bed early, eat healthy. I was doing so good not eating gluten. I do good with not eating gluten, but as soon as I see it, like if it gets brought in the house, I just eat it. So I had way too much gluten this weekend, and I'm feeling like, ugh, today about it. I love swimming in the ocean. I just need people near me, because otherwise I'm like, I get nervous, and I don't know why, because I'm definitely not swimming deep enough for anything, but like I've said before, I still think there's alligators under my bed. So as soon as I start thinking there's something in the waters, I'd be out. Like I went snorkeling at Key West like a million years ago. My parents brought us on vacation, and I saw one big fish and I was out of there. Oh, you don't like you're like worried about the undertow? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called undertow. Okay, how am I doing? So I'm going a little bit over. So I got some of these hydrangea, and I'm hoping they're not too big. And then I got some of these smaller flowers. So let's start with big blooms first, right? Do our pattern. I love Mel Robbins. She just has one of those voices that as soon as you hear it, like you just stop and pay attention. A lot of wisdom with that woman. Yep, you get excited for it too, Marion. It's true, fresh start. When I was in middle school, so let me see. It was probably middle school. Would that be late 80s? I remember my first day of school outfit. Like, my mom wouldn't let me wear it until school, like until the official start. But can I just tell you, it was like MC Hammer pants from Sears. And I thought it was like the coolest thing. And I had them hanging on the back of my door. And like every day I would look at them and just be like, oh, I can't wait to roll into school in my, well, they're called parachute pants, like my MC Hammer pants. All right, you're not spaced right. That's better. Does anybody else have like a ridiculous fashion? I mean, it totally like will date you. Because like MC Hammer pants, you did the Aquanet with the bangs. I mean, the 80s they were something. And if you've noticed now, like moving my daughter back into school, the clothes from the 90s are back. Like cargo pants are back, those baggy pants, like all that stuff. Everything circulates or recirculates. Sears, yes. I think Sears is gone, right? All right, so let's get started with these little guys. These stems are awful thick for this. Poor Sears. You still have a Sears in Vegas? Wow. Yeah, everything goes. Like, let me see. We had Ames, we had Caldor, Zayres, and I feel like Kohl's took over a lot of like where Bradley's was. Oh, it's only appliances. Do you guys remember the JCPenney, like the catalog store? Like, I don't know how parents bought anything because it was always like Easter dresses. Like, how can you order something from a catalog and then wait and not try it on? And the fact that it took up a storefront itself is just so interesting. So because like these aren't going too far in, well, I guess this one is. I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna go back, or I am gonna go back with a glue gun. That's Ertie's UPS bark. And there goes Steve, FBI Steve. I want to dress up like a UPS driver for Halloween. I have no idea why. And I want Bruno to as well. Bruno is German for armor, but it's also for like brown and dusky. So like he's been on the UPS truck because I wanted him to get to know like, you know, the drivers that come here, so it's not an issue. And he like jumped onto the truck and went into the back. And he wouldn't come out. And I'm like, well, I'm not going in. But the guy gave him treats. I was like, well, you got a friend for life there. Oh, I'm glad you're loving it. And I keep going off. Tell me if I push this off. Let's see. So your mom worked at one? It can't be like, I would think it would have been like slow, right? I don't know. We only went there for Easter. I don't know if that was like a year-round thing, but I guess that's kind of like early internet almost. can't try it on. You just kind of like pray it's gonna fit. Everything's so small. The size of the boxes I've been getting now, it just keeps going up. So now I'm like doing, it was always 20 by 20 by 6. Ernie's trying so hard to show restraint. There she was. The clothes are true to size. Yeah, I know my mom only splurged there for Easter. Easter was like a big deal. You got a new purse where you sneak in some Easter candy so you can eat it during church. I know, Cassie, how hot is it where you are? Like, I had to turn the heat on this morning. Sometimes, like, I can just turn on the fireplace and let it, like, warm up a bit. But today, it was, like, low 60s in here, and I was not having it. And actually, when I did the call with Julie, I had, like, a blanket on my lap. I was cold that whole time. Before I got on this, I had some hot apple cider with the cinnamon stick. I actually had 2 glasses, and I was like, ugh, sugar in here. I shouldn't. 92. Oh my gosh. Hot in Atlanta too. Oh, I'm like so done with hot weather. By the nearest pool. Marion, you're so funny. You're funny and you're right. Well, I hope the cool weather, like when does it usually start for you guys? Like, is it always like this? Because I feel like here we have the first like 2 weeks is usually still warm. And then after that, we get like the cool weather. So this year was pretty on par. AC at 72. Pumpkin spice candles burning. Yes. Whatever it takes. All right, I don't think Ernie would be barking this long about UPS. Could be that my mom is home next door because they look out the window for her. She comes over here because I have like an espresso maker. I think it's the only reason why she comes here, but I do make her work for it. Like she'll help me with packing up the toolkits for workshops. And this week I have a workshop. Right now it's at 19 people. And I'm trying to figure out, I usually don't have people glue because I just feel like people come from work and they just want to relax, but I might have to have people glue this time around. So Marion, Atlanta is the end of October. Yikes. Cassie, after Halloween. We actually had a Halloween one year that got canceled for snow. We had a major snowstorm. It was actually more of an ice storm. And it knocked out power for like 2 full weeks. This was a long time ago. This is when I lived in a different part of New Hampshire. But yeah, imagine that, canceling Halloween for snow. Got to keep off-season clothes nearby. Let Cassie just go to the gym, get all heated up, and then jump in that pool. I give great advice for other people. All right, so let's see. How are we looking here? She's looking cute. I'm missing a brown flower though, and I feel like I just put an extra one in somewhere. Yep. Right here. Oh, I don't think I needed to pull that out. Yeah, I hope we don't have any like warm days that throw us. New England's so unpredictable. I'm hoping we're done with all that. All right, so this, I'm gonna guess this is from Pioneer, just based on the way that's coated. Marion Long Island iced tea. On Halloween, we give out sangria to all the adults. It's really, we're in a cul-de-sac, so it's really just our neighbors, but that way the kids can have their candy. Adults can have a treat because they've probably been freezing their buns off, walking their kids around. So last year I did like a caramel apple sangria, but I want to mix it up, do something different this year. Isn't it pretty? I feel bad like cutting all these parts off, so I'm gonna save them. For now, I'm just trying to get like the heads off of them. Come on over, Cassie. Yeah, I'm lucky I have good neighbors. I'm lucky my parents are my neighbors too. Because when I like don't have paper towels or something, I just go over there and steal theirs. Because my mom loves to stock up on things. Let's go, ladies. Come on. Come on over. Oh, these are cute. Some of these, the way I cut them, their stems are kind of weak. I should have left them a little bit longer. And then I can feed it through. I think. These pair very well. Thank you. Like the boho isn't different for me, but having like a size limitation, and you know, she's a chiropractor. She is a precise woman, and all the pictures she sent me, oops, this one's not in. It was very precise. It has to really just fit inside one window pane, or like frame one window pane. How is this view working out for you guys? I like never watch back my lives just because it makes me cringe. You know, like, I don't know if you like don't like to hear your voice kind of thing. So I watched it for like 2 seconds and cringed, but I don't like the angle. I gotta work on that so that you can like see more of what I'm doing and less of my head. Oh, yeah, I love the candle ring idea. My mom is like super into that. There's just certain things that like I love lantern swags, and I have lanterns. And I don't know why. It's just not something that's done as much here, but it should be. All right, thank you for the feedback. I really should be looking at all of them because then I can find out that, you know, my sweater was sheer and couldn't see me what I was doing. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, Amber, I am on a mission to figure the swag thing out. Did you happen to do Julie's course on it, or are you just like, you might also be in Wreath Makers of the, or what is it, Wreath of the Month Club? Because I know I have a lot of Teardrop swags. I don't really know what base people use. So if anybody knows, please tell me. That is true. I know. People won't know unless you actually show it to them. All right, so oh, it's so slight. I feel like it's okay. I think it needs like a little something. I think I'm gonna grab a couple of the white maple leaves. All right, even better than the white maple leaves. I found this eucalyptus. This is Joanne's. I'm trying to be good. I'm taking like all the stickers for like pricing purposes and throwing them in this little jar. Just because there were so many small pieces. I don't like that though. Let's see, Mary, I use most of mine without a base. How do you do it without a base? Like without a base, what is it going off of? Because again, I mentioned like the other day, I've done Teardrop swags. They're just not my they're not my finest work. And I'm very honest about that. Same thing with my Halloween wreaths. Heavy duty sprays and zip ties. Matching picks spray at the base. Wow. So, okay. Is it basically like pretend these are two sprays? Is this how you start in zip tie? Because, I mean, I see like huge swags. And I think there's good money in swags. I've said this before. I feel like I drive through some wealthy neighborhoods and there's a lot of them are swag people. I think it might have to do with if they have like those long windows. You know, they're not round, they're oval. So people are like maybe mimicking that. Oh, why don't you guys make a video? Make a video and pop it on Facebook for me. Like Marion, I'm still waiting for yours. What is it? Your 3-2-3 method. All right, I'm gonna have to make this tiny. I want to fill these gaps, but I know I'm gonna overdo it. You do that with the tags too, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking of, was like those huge ones where you really can't even see like the evergreen part to them. But are they teardrop shaped or are they just, I don't even know what the alternative would be if they just are straight, I guess. If you use an evergreen base, gives you more freedom for smaller attachments. Wrap the embellishments around. The glue holds really well to them. Okay. Yeah, because as I said, Amber gave, I think Amber, I'm blaming you, Amber, but maybe I shouldn't be, anxiety about the jewels at Hobby Lobby, and then I passed that anxiety on to my mom, and so I have so many of those jewels, so I have to learn how to use them. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. And I got to get going with my TMI Gifts wreath. I have that cute 12 Days of Christmas sign, and I got a white pine wreath. Like, I have everything. I got these, like, frosted pink berries. I just have to use it. Grapevine, I'm just so comfortable with. It's just so easy. Like, I don't have to think about it. And I guess with those, I'm definitely guilty of, if I'm not 100% sure about something, like, I procrastinate. All right, so Sammy and I think Amber are saying teardrop swag. Okay, I have some beautiful ones from Jacobson's in Boston, but I feel like they have like juniper and eucalyptus and all this stuff, but I'm thinking unless I'm doing like a rustic one, I probably want something a little bit more plain. Yeah, Amber, guilty again. Grapevine sticks. Yeah, I know. I think I would use that for like something more natural and then use a plain one. All right, so I really just have a couple little holes. I hate wasting this product. I'll have to find another use for it. Tiny little wreath. Use cheap ones because you're going to cover it up. Yeah. I'll have to look and see if I have a mix. I know, like, I do that end of season, like, just get it out of here, and I just shove everything in places. So I wonder if I have, like, a variety of things. I know I have some garland that's, like, not high-end, like, it's, so I could do anything with that. All right, what are we thinking? See, different angle. I wish I had a few more of these small flowers. That works well also. Yeah, Cassie, tongue-tied. Yeah, post it to the Facebook page. Please, if you have a chance. And why don't I get this? And Marion, you did such a great job on your video. So there, I know you said you kept doing it over and over again, but it doesn't have to be perfect. All we're interested in is the information. So like, again, you know, like if you misspeak, but you're showing how to do something, that's what people are looking for. They're looking for the lesson, not perfection. And like anything else, the more you do it, just the more comfortable you're gonna get. Oh, she's sweet. I see a few areas, but I'll have to photograph this after so you guys can see it like at the right angle, but she's so sweet. All right, Marion, I love it. You're always up for a challenge. You're so good like that. Always doing courses, always expanding things. Website looks awesome, by the way, Marion. I totally forgot to tell you that. Because once I saw your Instagram account, then I went to that and I was like, oh, you've been working hard on that. And it shows. Awesome, Amber. Thank you for posting. I know, I would love if everyone did a video. All right, geez, Cassie, you work fast. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna put some more of this on the inside. I have a problem that I can't stop. Just a couple more. Maybe someday we can do a Zoom call. I'm gonna have to sign up for that like unlimited Zoom next month because I'm doing that corporate virtual workshop and I can't have a time limit. So maybe while we have it, because I'm just gonna do it for the month and then I'm gonna scrap it because I don't really have a need for it. But maybe we can do one if people are interested. It is true. 60s of the new 30s. I mean, the Golden Girls were supposed to be 50. And like, I'm gonna be 47 next month, which feels a lot like 50 to me. But then I'm like, well, I'm doing better than the Golden Girls. Maybe not Blanche. She definitely hit her prime later than everybody else. That one. But that's crazy. And sometimes I think life is going by so quick, and then I hear Martha Stewart saying she didn't start her business until 50, and I'm like, okay, I'm not too late. See, I'm 40 and I feel 40. You don't look 40 at all. You are like 30 to me. Like when I saw your picture, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. Yeah, to be 47, but see, I feel like to be 40 again. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being in my early 30s. I wouldn't necessarily want to do my 20s. I don't think I have this. Well, I'd have the stamina again, but I get in a lot less trouble when I'm in my 30s than in my 20s, so. All right, no, I gotta stop. Oh, you turned 59 on the 5th? Happy birthday, Amber. She's gotta tell a group, lady, who can celebrate you. And Amber, if you don't tell me what you want for a prize, I'm just gonna pick one. Like, I'm just gonna send you an Amazon card, but I'd rather like send you something that you want. And I'm pretty sure you also didn't take anything with the other challenge, so I appreciate how generous you are, but I really want to do it. So lady, tell me what your prize is. And also, if anybody is interested in doing some type of, like, I like doing the Etsy shop review things. Like, I like doing things where I can do, like, a tutorial on my computer because I don't have to deal with the technology of my phone and my camera. I have a bunch of tutorials that are trapped in my camera. It's just so frustrating at this point. I've just kind of, like, avoided it. And then my phone doesn't have enough memory, so it shuts my videos down. But yeah, if there's something about, even if it's like the, something like back of the house on Etsy or Shopify or ShipStation, like any of that stuff, because I feel like I'm under delivering with the tutorials, and that's something that just goes straight from my computer to upload, so. Oh, did you? Okay. Crept? Yeah, crept is a word. Well, Marin, you're only as old as you feel, and you are quite young, my friend. All right, I think she's done. I might have some like little tweaks once I hang her up. But what a fun little project. Literally, literally. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to hop off for now and finish this. But get your Thanksgiving entries in. It really, I mean, you know, fall is Thanksgiving, so you don't have to go crazy with something super specific. It's more just the inspo, just the sharing. So, yeah, I guess that is it for now. So I hope everyone has a good day. Thanks so much for crafting with me. Always fun. Bye, guys.